Shalom Mishpachah Wa Gadawa Yawam. In the name of Kala Yahweh Barak Hashem Yahweh Shai Wa Sawalam Ya Yakab Wa Barakatam. This observance that we're going to be going through today is about the remnant. And before we get into the actual scripture observance, I just wanted to give some etymology and a Hebrew understanding on the words surrounding the definition of the remnant from a biblical perspective. So let's get that first. The first Hebrew word we're going to observe is Zahar, which is Strong's H6819, means to be or grow insignificant, grow small, or be insignificant in size in comparison to others. Now, most of these size differences relate to either significance or embody a number of people. Because keep in mind, in the Old Testament especially, everything significant of a people was established by their number. And Israel was said to be one of the fewest people in the face of the planet. Which brings us to a very similar word, Sha'arayath, usually a small part, member, or remaining trace of people or remnant. This is out of the Strong's as well, and is, a feminine pronunciation, but it could be used in any sense as one knows how Hebrew works. So let's go on to our next word. This is the word Mo'ath, which means to be or become small, be few, be diminished. This word is also often interchangeable with the word remnant. It can also indicate a fewness in numbers of people, men especially, as we're going to see in our next clip. The word actually can mean men or man, as in the son of man, meaning that someone who is the son of a remnant is the son of man, i.e., in the New Testament, this is equivalent to the 144,000. So let's go on to the next clip. All right, so this is Math, which means mortal man, one subject to death, basically someone who dies as a mortal. We'll see in the scriptures the significance. As I said before, it is synonymous with the remnant, i.e. holy men. We see men like Christ, or even Ezekiel, who were called the Son of Man, who died on part of the people. So let's get into our observance without further ado, and see how some of these words are used in Scripture, shall we? Yeah, let's do it. Isha Maisha. 2 Kings 19 and 29. And this shall be a sign unto thee. You shall eat this year such things as grow as themselves, and in the second year that which springeth of the same, and in the third year sow ye, and reap and plant vineyards, and eat the fruits thereof. And the remnant that is escaped of the house of Judah shall yet again take root downward, and bear fruit upward. For out of Jerusalem shall go forth a remnant, and they that escape out of Mount Zion, the zeal of the Lord of hosts shall do this. This is the word Zar observance. This is Jeremiah 30 and 18. Thus saith Yahweh, behold, I will bring again the captivity of Jacob's tents, and have mercy on his dwelling places, and the city shall be builded upon her own heap, and the palace shall remain after the manner thereof. And out of them shall proceed thanksgiving, and the voice of them that make merry. and I will multiply them, and they shall not be few anymore as a remnant, meaning Zar. I will also glorify them, and they shall not be small, Zar and Math. Few is Math, Zar is small. And they could be interchangeable as well. Zechariah chapter 13, verse 6. And one shall say unto him, What are these wounds in thine hands? Then he shall answer, Those which I was wounded in the house of my friends. Awake, O sword, against my shepherd, and against the men that is my fellows, saith Yahweh of hosts. Smite the shepherd, and the sheep shall be scattered, and I will turn mine hand upon the little ones. That is Sar, little ones. Ezra 3 and 8. Now in the second year of their coming unto the house of Abba at Jerusalem, in the second month began Zerubbabel the son of Shealtiel, and Jeshua the son of Jozadak, and the remnant of their brethren, the priests and the Levites, and all they that were come out of the captivity unto Jerusalem, and appointed the Levites from 20 years old and upward to set forward the work of the house of Yahweh. So that scripture possessed the word remnant, meaning Zar. This is Isaiah 60 and 21. Thy people also shall be all righteous. They shall inherit the land forever. The branch of my planting, the work of my hands, that I may be glorified. A little one shall become 1,000, and a small one a strong nation. I, Yahweh, will hasten it in his time. That was the word Zar in that script. We are now going to enter our observance of Math. This is 1 Chronicles 16:15, and it reads, Be ye mindful always of his covenant, the word which he commanded to 1,000 generations, even of the covenant which he made with Abraham, and of his oath unto Isaac, and has confirmed the same to Jacob for a law, and to Israel for an everlasting covenant, saying, Unto thee will I give the land of Canaan, the lot of your inheritance, when you were but few, even a few, and strangers in it. So that word few is signifying Math, which means small in number. And we're going to see that this word pertains in much scriptures to Jacob's seed and the children of Israel. This is Genesis 34 and 30, and it reads, And Jacob said to Simeon and Levi, You have troubled me to make me stink among the inhabitants of the land, among the Canaanites and the Perizzites, and I being few in number, they shall gather themselves together against me and slay me, and I shall be destroyed, I and my house. This is Deuteronomy chapter 4, 26 and 27. I call heaven and earth to witness against you this day, that you shall soon utterly perish from off the land whereunto you go over Jordan to possess it. You shall not prolong your days upon it, but shall utterly be destroyed. And Yahweh shall scatter you among the nations, and you shall be left few in number among the heathen, whither Yahweh shall lead you. So this is Moses prophesying to the children of Israel what will befall them. This is Deuteronomy chapter 26 and 3 through 8. And thou shalt go unto the priest that shall be in those days, and say unto him, I profess this day unto Yahweh thy Elohim that I am come unto the country which Yahweh sware unto our fathers for to give us. And the priest shall take the basket out of thine hand, and set it down before the altar of Yahweh thy power. And thou shalt speak and say before Yahweh thy Elohim, A Syrian ready to perish was my father, And he went down unto Egypt and sojourned there with a few, and became there a nation, great, mighty, and populous. And the Egyptians evil entreated us and afflicted us, and laid upon us hard bondage. And when we cried unto Yahweh, Elohim of our fathers, Yahweh heard our voice and looked on our affliction and our labor and our oppression. And Yahweh brought us forth out of Egypt with a mighty hand and with a stretched out arm and with great terribleness and with signs and wonders. Shalom. This is Deuteronomy 28:62. And you shall be left few in number, whereas you were as the stars of heaven for multitude, because thou wouldest not obey the voice of Yahweh the Elohim. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 105, starting at verse 10. And confirm the saying unto Jacob, Jacob, for a law, and to Yasharel, Israel, for an everlasting covenant, saying, unto thee will I give the land of Canaan, the lot of your inheritance, when they were but a few in number, yea, very few, and strangers in it. When they went from one nation to another, from one kingdom to another people, he suffered no man to do them wrong, yea, he reproved kings for their sakes, saying, touch not mine anointed, and do my prophets no harm. Isaiah 41:14. Fear not, thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel. I will help thee, saith Yahweh, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. So in this scripture where it says, and ye men of Israel, that word is math, meaning you remnant, or few men, small number of men of Israel. The Most High is going to help them. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 44, starting at verse 27. Behold, I will watch over them for evil and not for good, and all the men of Judah that are in the land of Egypt shall be consumed by the sword and by famine, until there be an end of them. Yet a small number, i.e. remnant, that escape the sword shall return out of the land of Egypt into the land of Judah, and all the remnant of Judah that are gone into the land of Egypt to sojourn there shall know whose words shall stand, mine or theirs. So once again in that script was the word math, to signify the remnant. To show other ways that this word can be used, let's look at some other scriptures. This is Genesis 18:3, and this is when Abraham's servant approached Rebekah, and it says, and said, my Lord, if now I have found favor in thy sight, pass not away, I pray thee, from thy servant. Let a little water, I pray you, be fetched, and wash your feet, and rest yourselves under the tree. Sorry, that's Abraham talking to the men of God, the angels of God that came to him. So that word little water is math, like a little bit left over, basically. Okay, this is the scripture I was thinking it was. This is Genesis 24:15, and it reads, and it came to pass, before he had done speaking, that behold, Rebekah came out, who was born to Bethuel, son of Milcah, the wife of Nahor, Abraham's brother, with her pitcher upon her shoulder. And the damsel was very fair to look upon, a virgin, neither had any man known her. And she went down to the well, and filled her pitcher, and came up. And the servant ran to meet her, and said, let me, I pray thee, drink a little water of thy pitcher. And she said, drink, my lord. And she hasted, and let down her pitcher upon her hand, and gave him drink. So that word there, little water, once again, signifies a little left over, or the word being moth. This is Genesis 30 and beginning at 29. And he said unto him, Thou knowest how I have served thee, and how thy cattle was with me. For it was little which thou hast before I came, and it is now increased unto a multitude. And Yahweh has blessed thee since my coming. And now when shall I provide for mine own house also? So this is Jacob speaking to Laban, and he's basically saying, you had a remnant or a small few when I came, and I increased it into a multitude, which is what the Israelites are known for doing. That's one of the signs and wonders that follows us. We're able to make small things large and make a little into a lot. We even see, from stories like Joseph, Elijah, all the way to Christ when he fed the 4,000 and 5,000, So let me read one more script and then we'll conclude. And this is Psalms chapter 2, verse 11, and it reads, Serve Yahweh with fear and rejoice with trembling. Kiss the Son, lest he be angry, and ye perish from the way, when his wrath is kindled but a little. And that word little is moth. Blessed are all they that put their trust in him. And that has been our observance. Shalom to the Mishpachah, Ashar, Yoam, Yah, Chag, Yah, Tabernacles. We're in Sakawath, and just wanted to say, hope y'all have a beautiful close to your Feast of Tabernacles. And I'm tongue-tied in English and Hebrew. It's kind of late, but Anya Haba Tha to the Mishpachah, Isha Ma'isha, Bacham Palau Chaya Kadash, and Kam Yasharala Akkad.